We're going to begin by looking at the DocuSign integration with Laserfiche from CDI. This integration is compatible with the Laserfiche Thick installed Windows application, also known as the Laserfiche client. It's also compatible with the Laserfiche browser edition known as Web Access, and it comes with workflow activities that are used with the Laserfiche workflow engine that can also integrate with data captured through Laserfiche forms. Let's start this integration demonstration by selecting a document within the Laserfiche client. We would use this if we wanted to send a document to DocuSign and manually place locations for signatures or manually add recipients. We can also utilize this same step if we have an email address loaded into our Laserfiche template fields, as you can see mine listed here. This will send this information to the DocuSign integration and pre-populate one of the recipient fields. So let's do that now. You could send Word documents or PDFs directly to the DocuSign service. Here you can see a copy of the contract with a pre-populated recipient. We could add more manually here if we would like. We can manually assign the signature just by dragging and dropping right onto the screen, as well as a date field. If you are somewhat savvy with DocuSign, you can also configure a DocuSign template that will automatically recognize the type of contract that you've uploaded and where on the page your signature, date, and name should be placed. You can also utilize the Laserfiche workflow activities to push data into empty fields within your contract in the DocuSign service. In this case, I'm ready. I can just click Send. I have received a notification that I have a DocuSign document to sign. If I click on that link, it will open the DocuSign service for me, allowing me to sign my document. I'll adopt and sign, and click Finish. This is going to send that signed contract to my Laserfiche system and load it into the folder from where it began. If I had multiple signatories on this contract, it would be sent to the other signatories, they would all sign, and it would be then loaded into the Laserfiche system. You'll see in Laserfiche that I have my unsigned copy and my signed copy. I can see all the metadata for the PDF that's been reloaded, including the DocuSign envelope ID, the time it was sent, and the time it was signed. So let's open it. Here's my signed agreement with all the metadata and my signature. Now let's take a look at the Laserfiche integration using Web Access, the browser interface. I have the same contract here, just with the word New. We're going to send this out directly from Web Access. So I'll go over and choose my custom actions and choose DocuSign, send an envelope. This actually recognized that we had a similar contract template, so we can apply that. You'll see that my name was already populated, and I'm also listed as the buyer and the seller. Since the signature, date, and name fields have already been placed through the Laserfiche integration and the DocuSign template, I'm ready to send this contract out. Both of my signers have completed signing the contract, and it's now being loaded back into the Laserfiche application. You notice the little green dot up here tells me that I have an update. I'll refresh. Now you can see that my signed contract has been loaded back into the Laserfiche system. Both signatures have been collected, and if you look over here on the right-hand side, you can actually read all the audit detail about that particular signature, who signed it, when they did, where they did, etc. All that is logged and loaded inside the Laserfiche window for your convenience. So let's go ahead and open that. And there they are, both signatures, along with the DocuSign envelope ID. So how could we use these workflow activities to be more efficient? Well, we can use this in Laserfiche Forms. When Laserfiche Forms is paired with DocuSign, they become particularly powerful. Let's look at an example of preparing your contract for DocuSign using Laserfiche Forms. I've filled out a standard form to populate my new contract. And I'm going to begin this new contract relationship with a company. I'm going to set the contract to be a single-year contract. So this will automatically fill in my terms inside my contract. And I'll also have insurance requirements, but for this company, it's a little bit lower. Additionally, I'm going to include our non-disclosure agreement, and I'll click Submit. As part of our contract generation process, we also send that for review and approval through a couple of different team members, including legal. They can view that contract directly right from this link. All right, well, this is great. I didn't have to fill any of this out inside the contract. Filled out the new company's name, has an automatic contract number assigned, has a date for the contract, including all the updated insurance requirements. Those were updated. And at the end, I also had my non-disclosure agreement added. That's really handy and saved me a lot of time. All right, well, this is going to sail through legal. So let's go ahead and update that. And my contract is approved. Next step in that process is that everyone's going to receive an email that needs to sign it. All right, well, I received my first email requesting my signature. And you'll notice again, all the contract information's been pre-populated. And I'll go ahead and sign off on the insurance requirements. That looks good. And we'll sign off, and we'll sign one more time. Click Finish. We have one more signature to do. Go ahead and click OK, click Start, and there we are. All right, well, that contract is complete. Now we can go find it in Laserfiche. Well, our contract's been filed back inside its new folder inside the Laserfiche system. And you'll see that we have also our request that was made in the initial form online. We have a copy of the unsigned contract in the event that it hadn't been signed or someone never signed it through DocuSign. But we have the signed contract as well. And you'll notice over here that we can also see, again, the entire envelope history, as well as we can go ahead and view that document. Our completed contract with all signatures and all metadata is filed away, along with the DocuSign envelope ID. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the 3 different ways that you can leverage DocuSign with Laserfiche and the CDI integration. If you have questions, contact us at cdi.support.